to the club.
Bonjour! Welcome back to another edition of the Club Cool podcast. I'm your host, Barrett Dudley. We are, of course, brought to you by Wash Media. We're here in the Wash Media studios. And joining me on the other side of Le Table is Monsieur Phil Battaglia.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that introduction.
It is, of course, Beaujolais Nouveau Day, as
Correct.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
And it is we're geared up. We're geared up for this. We are ready to celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Is that Cool in the Gang, or is that Earth, Wind, and Fire? Because we have an Earth, Wind, and Fire note as well. Man, I've just recently been in a Twitter battle. I don't know if it's a battle. I was maybe in some hot water for doing like a forget about it and in Italian New Jersey gangster guy voices, which may or may not have been offensive. I'm still unclear. So I apologize to all of our Italian listeners if it is, but you're Italian and you've given me the
green light, baby.
Light, so I'm running with it.
Gabagool.
And then and then Dave over on the other pod, he says gabagool all the time. And well, okay, I guess then
Dave.
Phil is more
Not
Italian than Dave, for sure. But hopefully that intro was not deeply offensive to our French listeners as well. But it's okay because
God, I hope not.
I've definitely got lots of French in my blood.
Mm.
You know, so you might too. My dad, he's from Beaumont, just like you.
Uh-huh.
There's French and it's Louisiana basically.
Yeah, right.
It might as well be Louisiana.
Well, no. My dad is 100% Sicilian.
Okay.
It would have to come from my mom's side.
Gotcha.
And I don't even know what their makeup is over there.
Yes. Either way, nothing can change the fact or take away that it is Beaujolais Day.
Mm.
Now, if you're not a big wine head, you might be asking yourself, what is Beaujolais Day?
Mm.
Well, Beaujolais Nouveau Day is the third Thursday in November. And under French law, the wine is released at 12:01 a.m., just weeks after the wine's grapes have been harvested. France celebrates the occasion with fireworks, music, and festivals. I'm sure that is all tamped down at the moment, but
You never know.
But I bet the wine is flowing like the salmon of Capistrano over there, regardless.
I'd love to be there right now.
So
Isn't it weird to see 2020 on the label?
It is. It's very weird. Yeah, this is
2020 vintage.
Right. And by nature, Beaujolais is it's fresh wine.
Uh-huh.
So this is one of the first 2020 vintages that you're going to see.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have, if you're watching on youtube.com/washmedia, we've got a couple of bottles here of Beaujolais to do a little taste test. We're going to get to that, but first we have some housekeeping and a few topics that I wanted to touch on first. Let's start with a few amendments and redactions that we need to make here in the Clubhouse on Club Cool.
Uh-huh.
So last week,
What could possibly be wrong with what we say?
in all of the excitement about your new leather jacket that was purchased via a California-based sample sale, you reported that the jacket had shipped almost immediately.
Cleared customs.
And was clearing customs as it had been on its way from down under.
It went from L.A., via L.A. through by way of Australia.
Right. Okay. But
What actually was occurring.
as it turns out, this was not some weird thing where they were dealing with the global partners and the jacket was shipping from Australia.
Incorrect. Correct. I was incorrect. And I totally forgot. There's so many things that are in my inbox of like, it's shipping now. Here they come.
Mm-hmm.
That was a set of swaddling clothes for a baby shower that were bought from a Australian company.
Okay. All right. Now, why did...
And so I realized this once it was like, it has been delivered. I was like, what? And then I looked up where it went.
Do you use the Shop app?
So now I do.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that would actually make more sense because you get the notification from Shop app that something's shipped.
No.
And
This
then
was just me being a dumbass on email, Gmail. I kept getting all these information.
So it was definitely from the baby clothes place.
No. Yes, but it was from Australia Post.
Oh,
they were
okay.
both ordered on the same day. The jacket was ordered.
Oh, on the same day as the swaddling clothes?
Yes.
Oh.
So that's why I thought maybe this is it.
Now it's all coming together. Okay.
But the amendment, we would like to amend that statement. Please forgive us. Forgive me.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, is because I have egg on my face, because I went on to the John Elliott Style Forum, where I contribute occasionally, and was like, yeah, my buddy got his shit shipped almost immediately. It's coming all the way from Australia.
Nobody called you out?
No, people were like, oh, that's really weird. And I was like, I know.
Just leave it. Do not amend that.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back in there
I love that.
to say, what an idiot I am.
My friend is a total jackass. It's coming from LA. It'll be here tomorrow.
So it did eventually ship, which is the good news.
Mm-hmm. After I emailed
soon come.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not going to take the 3 weeks. It will be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're able to get a podcast off next week,
I'll be wearing
at
it.
some point. It's
maybe
the weather will dip a little bit.
Don't care, still wear it.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
shorts
under 80, and you're good.
I'll wear it with this cutoff.
Yeah. Oh, well, I know you will.
Yeah.
Don't think
I won't.
Don't think you won't. Why did swaddling clothes need to come from Australia? Now you've piqued my curiosity.
They registered for it.
Okay, all
so
right.
there you got to go with.
You
that.
have to. They were like the best swaddling clothes. They come from Australia.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. This
organic
is
cotton.
This is the place that you have to.
Nice stuff. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So a few weeks ago, now my turn. We did. I had a little show and tell here. I brought in the New Balance P550 basketball Oxfords by way of Aimé Leon Dore. And I was relatively excited about them, although had tempered expectations for how these things were going to fit into my wardrobe.
Yeah.
Well, I laced them up with the cream laces, and I did the whole thing, and I put them on, and I posted for the gram, one of the sideways shoe shots, and I did the whole thing. And I've continued to pull them out every once in a while and be like, maybe they'll work with this. Maybe they'll work with this.
They will.
It's not happening.
It's not?
It's not happening, Phil.
You're sending them back.
They're officially listed on Grailed.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but they just. I think it's important, and this will segue nicely into the next conversation here. But if you get something and it's not working, and you like, some things are worth holding on to as you begin to figure out how to wear them.
Yeah.
If they're moving in a new direction for you, or if it's like a style you haven't really tried before. But if you just get something and you're not that excited about it, and it's something that should kind of make sense, right? This is just a sneaker. It's a white sneaker with an accent color on it, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm wearing Jordans and other New Balances and Nikes and shit all day long, right? So it's just like it was time to cut the cord.
Yeah.
Right. And now it's easy in this situation to do so because I'll make all my money back and more fairly easily.
Yeah.
So that definitely makes the decision easy. But every time I'd put them on, I would just I'd swap them out for something else, and I'd be like, man, I'm so much more comfortable in Dunks or Jordans or anything else I put on. I just felt more excited about the second thing that I would try. So it was just time. It was, I'm cutting my losses here. Yeah.
I felt the same way about which by the way, I got the correct pronunciation from a listener that comes into Tom's, Veja. Mm-hmm. Veja. I felt the same way about those, but they're breaking in, and they have a long way to go. But I can see the light at the end of the tunnel because he had some on that he's like, yeah, it takes a while, but they get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this decision, again, I gave you the first reason why it was easy for me to make, but the second one is that, as I mentioned on our Patreon list, which you can go see at patreon.com/clubcool, it's sales season. It's really in full swing. In between last episode and this episode, the emails have been flying. Everybody is starting their Black Friday sale, 20 to 30% off, generally site-wide. And it's already been real. It's been crazy, Phil.
Have you been?
Credit cards have been flying around. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
And it's this first 1 or 2 weeks is always like the most insane for the sports shoppers such as myself, because although I've already spent more money than I intended to, I've also missed on stuff that I'm very disappointed about.
Like what?
So I had there was this pair of olive painter pants. They're not carpenters. They don't have the double knees, but they have the little loop. They're this olive herringbone. They're from Engineered Garments, and they went on private sale. Essence, good price. Had them in my cart. I slept on it for too long, so I was like, they disappeared. That's when I knew I was like, okay, I need these. So I had them queued up on Noter shop.
Same price.
So it was going to be right about the same price. Yeah, because no tax from Noter. Would have had to pay tax from Essence, and that would have evened itself out. And I think that the code for Noter was given out early to some clientele because that code came this morning, and so I rushed to the website to snap them up, and the extra small was gone. The one size that had sold out was gone. So now I've missed on these, and I've looked. Yeah, right. Yeah, probably one.
Yeah.
And so earlier today, I spent 20 minutes just 6 pages deep in Google finding every pair of these I could.
What a grind!
And I couldn't find another pair of extra smalls. So
you're gonna have to go to the depths.
It's not gonna happen. Surprisingly, Engineered Garments, despite its large fandom, doesn't make a lot of appearances on Grailed really the way that other stuff does. So today also not sale related, but the final dunks from the Ugly Duckling pack, the ceramics dropped, the orange and black with the olive.
Those.
They were my favorite pair. I of course took the L on sneakers. I might have to delete the app. I might have and then re-download it, of course. But I feel like something is wrong.
Delete it. And
something seems wrong.
Yeah, that'll make you feel better.
So
you know what I have marked is that New Balance Casablanca.
Yeah, those
Did I already miss that? When is that happening? I have it on.
I answered a couple raffles. No, the worldwide drop is I think it might be Saturday.
Yeah. Wait. Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, actually, I think it's the 20th. I think you're right.
I'm gonna try.
Those are really nice. That's a weird New Balance silhouette.
Yeah.
With the kind of the crazy angles.
Yeah.
But the Casablanca versions of those, they do it really, really well. So instead, after I missed on the pants and I missed on ceramics today, I had to had to go downstream.
Scratch the itch.
I had to scratch the itch. So let me show you. Let me pull up the Brain Dead Converse collaboration that I did. Is these bad boys right there.
I cannot wait to see those in person.
So
you can pull those off.
Yeah, and let me tell you just a little bit about why I like these. So I'm very into a stacked sole.
Yeah, look at all these pop-ups.
There's some Golden Goose, that are like the regular superstars, but they have a little bit higher of a sole. I've always really liked those. I bought my first pair of high top Chuck 70s earlier this year, and I've really, really loved them, wearing them around. And that's gotten me intrigued on the Visvum Skagways, which are the super high-end version with a little bit chunkier of a sole, but those are crazy expensive even on sale. And so these came around. I didn't even know about these until earlier this week.
Those are cool.
And they've got this crazy stacked sole. And let's see if we can... Where are the other pictures of these? They've got... We're looking at one of the prints, but the other side is a black and white cow print. So they're really...
Oh, on the other side of the shoe?
Yeah. So they are muy interesante. Let's see. Where can we get a better picture of these? Sneaker News, maybe? Yeah, so this was the itch that I scratched today.
And that's not a big commitment, right?
No. There was a black pair that looked very good too. Keep it a little neutral. Man, I can't find the other side of these. Yeah, then the third Brain Dead does some really cool stuff, collaborations with North Face and everything, but there's always this.
Yeah.
Which are just don't know about that one. So, yeah.
I can't wait to see them, man.
Yeah, they already shipped, so hope next week.
Did you buy them from the Converse site?
No, they sold out immediately on Converse.
Huh.
So I bought them from Bodega.
I was scouring the private sale on Essence, and the The Golden Goose Francie that I was after the past
It's
year
gone,
and a
right?
half, that's gone.
Yeah.
There's some available like at Neiman Marcus, but not in my size.
Yeah.
They've replaced it with another one that's like a suede, I think. I don't know.
I was looking at the geese on your behalf and saw like a black pair that's similar, but it doesn't have the animal print, right?
I didn't want animal print.
Oh, it was just a solid black pair.
It was a solid black but pony hair.
Okay.
And the bottom was red. It was just very subdued for geese.
Here we go. Here are full pictures. There's like the top down where you can see both. Pretty wild.
Beautiful. You're gonna be lifting, dude. Are you gonna be like?
I can't wait.
Like an inch or two.
Yeah.
Taller.
Yeah. I'm coming in here at 5'10", man. All right.
You mean 5'8"?
What's up?
You mean 5'8"?
No. That is my height. 5'8".
5'8".
Yeah. So I throw these bad boys on. I'm claiming 5'10". I'll be damn near 6 feet tall. Okay. All right. Next thing on the list. I did not watch the NBA draft last night, but it's a great. There's always some good stuff to see from these NBA draft outfits, and obviously
is this him at the draft?
This is
pre-draft?
That was I am Killian at the draft. Again, this was kind of a bummer of a draft all around. How do I get out of this?
These pop-ups.
Get out of here, Kisses. Hershey's Kisses. We don't want you.
Randy, what does it mean when we say accept cookies? What does that do? What's that?
You
always
allow
hit
them.
accept.
You have to. They won't basically won't let you browse without accepting. It puts all the it's so that I can be scrolling around on CBS and they can target me with something that I looked at on another website, basically. That type of thing. So yeah, this was also kind of just a lame draft overall because the only known name was LaMelo Ball, one of the Ball brothers, son of LeVar Ball. You know who I'm talking about, right?
What happened to their brand?
Oh, it's no bueno. I think LaMelo here is signed with Puma now. He looked predictably awful. This is his black suit, black shirt, no tie, but a big gold chain with like some wing logo. I guess he's probably wearing number 1. You know, he was big on this number 1 embroidery, even though he was the 3rd overall pick. And Dad last night, LeVar.
What was he doing?
Well, he was just wearing his mask, but like down on his chin.
Nice.
You know,
Very cool.
What else would you expect? The big glasses. I don't know. What did you expect from this guy? The shoes, the gold studded shoes. Those are awful. It's just no good.
That's no bueno.
Let's see. Who else did we have? That was Mello. All right. Let's talk about this fit right here. This is from Big Ticket JI13. I don't even know who this is. Got to be James Wiseman, right? No, not sure. This is the number 1 overall pick, I think.
Okay.
Edwards. Something Edwards. Anthony Edwards. No, that's not him. Boy, this is some grade A podcasting right here, isn't it? I'm going to describe this look regardless.
There's gonna be some amendments to this bad boy.
Plaid suit, T-shirt, sneakers. How do you feel about this? Jordan 11 Concords.
Yeah, better than LaMelo.
Definitely better than LaMelo.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. He's got the blue and green plaid's very seasonal. Feels very wintry. J. Crew has some stuff like this. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
The Jordan 11 Concords are sometimes best suited with a look like this because of the patent leather. They're so formal. They're almost weird to pair casually. So I dig this. But we'll go down here to another sneakers and suit look. All black, very slim suit, black turtleneck. I'm okay with everything. This was from I am Killian. I'm okay with everything up here, the top. The pants are too tight. But here's where just like regular pants and regular dress shoes just would have looked so much better.
Yeah.
The sneakers with the suit thing, you got to be. It's very hit or miss to me.
Mm-hmm.
It can look nice and casual and sharp and kind of like like you're a screenwriter or some type of other creative.
Mm-hmm. Creative.
But when you start to get into the bigger, chunkier shoes, it's a step down rather than an improvement. You know, it just doesn't go. Especially these big chunky ass Jordan 4s with what can only be described as jeggings. Right? The one that got the most attention here was from Tyrese Halliburton. And he had this baby blue printed suit. Now, I'm just not a bow tie guy. So, you know, the whole look, like, it stood out. The floral suit is interesting, but I would have liked to see a regular tie.
For sure.
Yeah.
Go to the lining. Didn't the lining have something in it?
Yes, I'm not finding. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the BLM embroidery on the inside with the contrast satin is dope. The suit, although really wild and loud, a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's a very cool suit. Yeah. The only thing, and that looks like a French covered placket, which I really like. You know, no buttons. I just would have swapped out
the bow tie.
Yeah. It's too, especially in this kind of red color. It's like a little Pee Wee Herman. He's kind of a slim guy too, you know.
Pee Wee.
So,
Cammy says that boy clean. In the comments.
I mean, it's clean. It is clean, and a lot of people like bow ties. They're not for me. Okay, that wraps it up for the early stuff. Let's take a quick break to hear from a sponsor, and then
let's drink some wine.
We're gonna drink some wine. You know it. All right. Today's podcast is brought to you by Bespoke Post. This fall, this winter, as you get back into the swing of things, Bespoke Post has brand new seasonal Box of Awesome collections for guys guaranteed to upgrade your life. I've gotten so many cool things from Box of Awesome. I just recently cleaned out my beautiful copper cups that I can make mint juleps or other cool cocktails in. Yeah. I've got a great pair of sunglasses that came in a Bespoke Post box. And, I could spend an hour just browsing the new awesome Bespoke Post boxes that they've got right now. Look at Cask. This is, you're going to custom age your own spirit here.
That's what I'm talking
Cask.
about.
You get a little, man, I hope you're watching on YouTube because look at this.
Oh, yeah.
You get a charred American white oak barrel.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, to age your own bourbon. How awesome is that? You got, if you're a style guy, there's clothes. If you're an outdoorsman, there's knives, there's blankets, there's razors. There's so many good things. Literally, if you're into something, Bespoke Post probably has a box for it, whether it's geared to upgrade your autumn craft beers, cozy threads. Look, Bespoke
CBD.
Post only sends guys the best stuff every month, so no matter what you're into, they've got you covered. Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel any time. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. I can attest to this. Every time I've gotten one of these things, it's been well worth the price. I mean, double the value typically. It's pretty incredible. And right now, you can get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code CLUBCOOL at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. The code is CLUBCOOL for 20% off of your first box. So many good things to choose from. Go check them out. Okay, Phil. Speaking of beautiful things that we're going to check out today, it's time to celebrate Beaujolais Nouveau Day.
Finally.
Can you give us a quick rundown about what's going on here?
I'd be happy to.
Okay.
First, out of California, Las Hadas, from our friend Eric Wareheim of Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
He's involved some way. I don't know how. They only produced 1,300 cases of this wine, which sounds like a lot. It's really not. In Austin, it was very limited. We pre-sold it at Tom's and have just about sold through what we were allocated.
Now, Beaujolais, I know it as a very light wine.
Right. So
right?
This is a
light red.
So here's the thing with this Las Hadas.
This is, and just real quick, this is the one that I kind of buy semi-regularly
we carry that.
from HEB or Central Market or wherever.
Yeah.
It's the Louis Jadot.
Yeah.
They have it all year pretty much.
And they have much higher end wine too.
Yeah. But this bottle goes for like $12, and it's like if you're looking for something really light for like a fish, you want to change it up from like a Pinot Noir or something like that, and just have a nice easy drinker. This is the Beaujolais is kind of what that's the moment when I turn to those.
Yes.
But these bottles that we have here are more like a little bit more of the limited variety that specifically come out right here in November.
Nouveau.
Right. And are a little bit more expensive and have a little bit more of the whole Beaujolais story.
Yeah, and to be honest, a lot of like the real wine heads, they turn their nose up at the Nouveau stuff because it is on the there's other Beaujolais, like Beaujolais Cru, that's like at the higher end, and those can age. This would be on the lower tier.
Okay.
So it's kind of looked down upon with the wine heads, but hey, if you like it, drink it. If it tastes good, who gives a shit?
Wait, the French are over there celebrating with festivals, but wine snobs are turning up their noses at this stuff?
Yeah, because it's such mass production, and a lot of it goes straight to the American consumption.
All right.
But anyway, Las Hadas, this is in America, so it's not considered a Beaujolais. It doesn't have Gamay in it. Gamay. The grape. This French here is 100% Gamay. But Las Hadas is going to be 41% Charbonneau. It's got a little Zinfandel in there, Carignan, and a little bit of Petite Syrah.
I love a Petite Syrah.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's hefty, dude.
Yeah.
That's hefty. So there's only 10% Petite Syrah in here. This girl here comes from Beaujolais.
Now, the region of Beaujolais, fact time,
yes.
is 34 miles long from north to south and 7 to 9 miles wide.
Yeah.
There are nearly 4,000 grape growers who make their living in the picturesque region just north of France's third largest city, Lyon.
Ooh. So it's at the southern end of Burgundy, Beaujolais is. And so I love Gamay, regardless of if it's a Cru or a Beaujolais Villages, which is another step down from Cru. We have some of those as well at Tom's, but those are going to be like 2018, 2019 even. But yeah, man, I love Gamay because it's an easy drinker. It doesn't require food. It's nice to have a little bit of something with it. We're going straight in though today.
Now, tell me about carbonic maceration.
Yeah, so I mean, look, I don't know a lot about it, but I do know the general premise. Let's see what Las Hadas says about why they do it.
So it's something that I know helps. It gives the fresh fruity quality.
It brings that out.
Yeah.
So they use open top tanks that have been, they have carbon dioxide filled in them, and then they put whole clusters of grapes in there, as opposed to de-stemming and de-seeding them and then throwing them in there and mashing. They put the whole clusters in there, and then let essentially the weight of those clusters create more and more juice. And once that happens, if they're in there long enough, they'll end up fermenting from the inside out. And then once they collapse, then, they drain that juice off. And what they did is the juice was drained down daily, fermented separately, and then blended the carbonic lots with the Charbonneau, the Zinfandel, the Carignan, and the Petite Syrah.
Charbonneau.
Yeah.
So here's another fact. Beaujolais vineyards, hand harvesting is mandatory. Do you know the one other type of vineyard where hand harvesting is mandatory?
Burgundy.
Champagne.
Ooh.
Or as I like to say, champagne.
Man, I hope you don't get any heat.
Okay, all right. So which one are we starting with?
Let's start with the Las Hadas.
This is the Sippy Slippers?
No. This is the...
Wait, what happened to the Slipper Sippers? Slipper Sippers.
Yeah.
Slipper Sippers.
They also make sweet berry wine, which is by an ode to our friend Dr. Steve Brule.
That's great. What does he say?
He says, peanut noir for your wine. There you are. Just needs to go back in the chiller.
That's good.
How we drinking?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
These have been breathing for about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's because we're expert wine servers.
Mm.
Got a great nose.
Mm-hmm. See how it's got that fogginess to it because it's a natural wine and they leave a lot of the funk in there.
And it does with the natural wine also. Is that also why you have like a little bit of it almost tastes like slightly carbonated? Mm-hmm. There's like a little. There's almost feels like there's some bubbles in there.
In the bottle.
Yeah, that's a quality of like natural wines, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait to compare this to this Beaujolais.
Now, so this one it's like a competitor. It's not a Beaujolais, so it's like a competitor of a Beaujolais. Like it's like an American version.
It's
basically?
the American version of it, is what it is.
Gotcha.
I mean,
gotcha.
There's a guy in Oregon that produces a Gamay Noir, and we carry it. I haven't had it. It's supposed to be really good.
You know, it's weird. It's funny that Beaujolais. The Beaujolais Day is November 19th. This is when the wine all kind of like comes out, right? Like you want to drink a Beaujolais Nouveau within 5 to 7 months, and yet it makes such a good summer wine.
Oh, absolutely.
Does this not feel like a summer sipper to you?
This is on the porch,
now,
man.
Right now, fortunately,
in your pool.
Fortunately, it's like 85 degrees here today, so it's going really well with the climate. But you know, it doesn't. If we were in a place with seasons. I don't know if this goes perfectly with like 35 degrees. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Man, isn't that good? Good acid.
Yeah.
Good acid. And it even has some, good tannins too for something so light. And I think that's due to the carbonic maceration. They leave the stems in there.
Oh, man. You know what we need to go with this is a Travis Scott meal.
That would be good, man. I tell you what, some French fries would be nice with this.
Of course they would. Yeah, that's beautiful. Guess what? Do you know what is perfect? Why this is even more perfect?
Why?
So, we are going. Have you heard of Le Cowboy? Mm-mm. So in the pandemic age, a couple of Austin chefs they've done some other famous stuff, but I can't remember what it is, and nobody will know what those restaurants are anyway. They wanted to do something. They wanted to like essentially start something during the pandemic, right? They were like, we got to use the resources that we have. We got to make something new happen. Let's be creative within restrictive parameters. And so they came up with Le Cowboy, which was exclusively a takeout restaurant, all Italian food, like very limited menu, gained a lot of buzz. People essentially demanded some type of sit-down option.
Yes.
And so within like the last month, they've decided they opened up like a patio, and it's BYOB.
Uh-huh.
But you can sit down and order and be served essentially.
Where is
so we're going tonight to Le Cowboy.
Beautiful. Bring this bad boy.
And so this is going to be perfect.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And I was worried because the only thing that I had that I've got at home right now is like a pretty big cab.
Yeah.
And like I can drink a cab with Italian food, but I think pasta is better served by something a little bit more lighter, medium bodied.
Mm-hmm. We're doing pizza tonight. We're gonna have this little girl.
Yeah. Okay, so
right, this is a little rinse for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So I was introduced to the term French rinse over some of these wine tastings I've been going to. The French rinse is just a little. You add more wine, circle that out, and rinse it out with just more wine on top of wine.
So,
which is what I would prefer, but we don't have any white.
And when we're comparing Beaujolais, I guess this makes sense. But when we're drinking wine with a couple of big wine drinkers we know, it's like even if we switch from white to red, or when we do switch from white to red,
new glasses.
No, just pour right on top.
Yeah.
Or even if we change reds, we just go right on top.
Yeah, I do like to get because I want to see because I sure would hate to have.
The name French rinse is great. I like that a lot.
Throw that out.
I had not heard that.
So these wine glasses, Crate and Barrel makes a good wine. These are cheap, dude. You can throw them around; they won't break. I mean, they will, but we have some expensive wine glasses that I'm just terrified they're going to break at all times. Okay, Barrett.
Now it's really time to get Nouveau Riche with it here. With the Beaujolais Nouveau.
See how much deeper that is in color?
Yeah, much a darker red.
It's like
a
inky.
darker red. Yeah. Man, look at you with all the. I feel like I'm watching some.
Yeah, I am a song. Can you imagine these guys and gals?
When are you going to get your Somm
Dude,
certification?
they would throw me out of there.
Inky.
Man, that's so much brighter on the nose and it just like fruitier.
Mm-hmm. Now see, now we're stepping
It's
it
like
up.
candy.
This compared to the slipper sippers,
Mm-hmm.
this is almost like in between that and a Pinot Noir.
Right.
Although it feels more complex than a Pinot, honestly.
Man.
Maybe it's just different because it's something that I'm not used to drinking.
Totally different, isn't
You
it?
know? Is this? Would you call this jammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Are we jamming here?
let's jam. Put on some fish.
You get some stone. Are you getting some washed stone there?
Mm. Well, okay,
Some
a little bit
rock?
about this vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, produces deeply mineral Beaujolais from predominantly clay and limestone terroir, a rarity in the region dominated by granite soils. You know, I'm not going to try and... Well, yeah, I am. What we're drinking here, Domaine de la Prebin. Whew, baby, I fucked that up. Here.
Yeah. No. I decertify you after not being able to pronounce that more eloquently.
All right, here we go. So what are your thoughts compared to the American version?
Slightly more acidic.
Yeah.
Not quite as fruity.
On the nose, it's like seriously like candy.
And it's just a little bit more of a feels more more like what I'm used to drinking as a light red.
Mm.
It's not too far off from a Pinot.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have a a little bit of a sweetness to it as well.
That's what gets poo-pooed amongst wine snobs, as they say this is just a sweet quaffing.
Yeah, but
version.
I disagree with that.
I know it's got its place in the wine.
I do not like sweet wines.
Yeah.
Like I'll turn my nose up. Now I bet you're going to say this is one that I think wine drinkers do like. But like I don't get anywhere close to a Riesling.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's high up.
Yeah. But that's sweet as hell.
But you're just having sweet Rieslings. There's drier, less sweet. No, there's good Rieslings out there. We carry one.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Okay. All right.
Love and Squalor. Willamette Valley.
Which one do you like better?
I'm going to revisit, and then
Okay.
I'll give my verdict.
All right. Well,
What else?
let's see. Let's
Now we're having fun. This is content.
Let's take a breather here. You can pour a little bit more of either one of those, whichever one you want to have. And I'm going to bring up. It's Thursday. It was drop day. I actually meant to put this up top. But let's talk about while we're sipping here and commenting on the wine. I mentioned Earth, Wind, and Fire earlier. I think I sang a song, Celebration. I'm pretty sure it's Cool in the Gang. But I love Earth, Wind, and Fire too. And Noah's drop today was a collaboration with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Uh-huh.
And this was one that I had to really restrain myself from not impulse purchasing. Like I don't need a t-shirt, a graphic
You don't
t-shirt
need it.
right now. I don't need it.
No.
But I thought this was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things that they do with this, and by the way, I think Howler Brothers does an awesome job of stuff like this too when they do these little capsule collections, is like including kind of different stuff.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do a graphic tee and a hat and a hoodie and all that type of stuff. But here's the Earth, Wind, and Fire surfboard.
Paired with the wetsuit. Look at that. That's cool.
And a full-on wetsuit. Haller's actually recently done some of the jackets. But yeah, here's the full-on wetsuit.
Dude, that's cool.
And that tight.
I tell you what, if I'm a surfer in like San Francisco or something, there's my wetsuit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, by the way, I don't see how anybody does that in that cold water, in the cold weather.
They live to surf, Phil.
Yeah.
Radical. And
Randy, do you have a glass? Get a glass. No? Okay.
As well as
Randy's sipping cider over there.
Patchwork, very big right now. Obviously, across the board, everybody from AMA, of course, and then Bodhi with the quilting and Psychic Outlaw, which we've talked about a little bit, and all the Japanese brands and engineered garments. Patchwork is everywhere right now, and so I like it. I like seeing it here rendered in plush suede for this this kind
That'd be tough to pull
this
off,
kind of
though,
trucker
don't you
jacket.
think?
Yeah, no, this is a very, very weird piece. It's expensive. It's crazy. This is absolutely like it's always hard to know like who a $1,400 suede patch brown and kind of pinkish and black Earth, Wind and Fire specific leather jacket is kind of like aimed at, you know? But they probably have 10 of these, right? Like there's no way that they produced more than just a handful. And so it's really these things are like they're more they're branding more so than like for sales. Right? Like they had a cool idea. They thought this was badass. They figured we can make 10 of these and it'll look awesome on the site and people will talk about it like we're talking about it right now. And that's really all there is to it. But yeah, so I thought this was a pretty fun drop and just makes me want to go back and throw on some Earth, Wind and Fire on the record player that I don't have.
How do you not have a record player?
I'm just not a vinyl guy.
You got to get into
the
vinyl.
So last week we talked Queen's Gambit about how that it was, making me feel some type of way. It's also making me very interested in getting a record player because that music is I think the best music for vinyl is 60s music as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Queen's Gambit. So we have, I think, 2 more episodes, maybe 3. How many are there?
7.
Yeah, I think we have 3 left. Man, that's a good one. Highly recommend. Well shot, great acting, good story,
and great clothes, great wardrobe.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. And the CGI. We were talking about this before we got on air, but to recreate that Mexico City and that hotel in the pool, I'm in.
Yeah, the set dressers, the production design, they're gonna be up for some Emmys.
They better be.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
What else are you watching? You're rewatching Sopranos, but you've never seen it, right?
No, I've never seen Sopranos. Haven't started it yet, but we're about to for the other podcast.
Let's talk about your other podcast. Has Ross seen it?
Oh, like 10 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's great.
So, did Ashley like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because this was one of the things. This was I wanted to do a Sopranos watch before.
Yeah.
But Laura's not been like, I'm not into gangster stuff.
She'll like it.
So now I had to. But now that I've positioned it as mandatory for work essentially.
Yeah.
Now I've forced my way into it.
It's good though. It's got a great. I mean, the story is legendary.
Yeah. I feel like once we're like halfway through the first season, she'll be hooked.
You'll be in. There's a lot to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, any more notes on these light reds before we jump on out of here?
Yeah. Go out there and drink some wine, folks. I mean, and especially Gamay is one of my favorites, regardless of if it's celebrated today or not. We had one at June's the other day on the patio.
What's the difference between a Beaujolais and a Gamay?
Nothing.
Can Gamay grapes be grown outside of the Beaujolais region?
Yeah, but you can't call it Beaujolais,
right.
Obviously.
So Beaujolais, it's like the Champagne.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's a specific grape.
Well, Champagne, yes, right. But
except for the grapes are called Champagne, or that is both the region and the grape for Champagne,
no,
right?
Champagne is Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
Oh.
And some are Blanc de Blanc, which is just Chardonnay grapes. but most of them are like a Pinot Noir and Chardonnay blend, and then I think they can throw some other stuff in there.
Did not know that.
There you are. That's
TIL.
Yeah, and you know what? I could have that totally wrong. Who knows?
No, I
think that's right.
Nobody go look that up. We're just.
I'm not redacting a fucking thing. All right? That's set in stone.
Okay. All right. Blanc de Blanc. You heard it here first.
That's good, though. Blanc de Blanc is good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got for today, man.
All right.
Oh, Austin FC, the jersey. Did you see that?
No.
That's yeah.
McConaughey said he's going to run for governor.
McConaughey's running for governor. He is part of Austin FC. It's all coming together. Yeah, you got to see Austin's very first professional sports jersey. I think I need to get one of these things.
Are you a season ticket holder?
No, I thought about it, but
yeah. Let's see if they're good first. Oh yeah.
I don't care if they're good. I just it makes more it made more sense to buy better tickets for a couple of games that I want to go to.
There you go.
Than like
season tickets. Yeah.
Than just getting the cheaper season tickets and like I just want to have I want to go to a couple games a year and do it right.
Yeah. What does Micah say about Austin FC in here? Ooh, not good.
But so this jersey was just unveiled this week, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I like it.
I like that Yeti is the sponsor. That's cool.
It's dope that Yeti's the sponsor. I like that they went with really classic soccer styling with the vertical stripes and the green and black. I don't know. You don't see that combo a whole lot in professional sports, especially not this bright green with this black. It's like kind of Celtics-ish, kind of old school Eagles, but both of those teams don't really incorporate the black very often anymore. So I think it's pretty badass. It's kind of it's like Celtics and Inter Milan had a love child, and I'm here for it.
Well, the good news is that those two colors you can do so much with too, with other jerseys that they can bring out.
Oh yeah, and this is just the primary, as they say, the primary shirt. So there will be an away and I'm sure an alternate and all sorts of stuff. But
who are the other sponsors? What is that on the sleeve there?
MLS.
On the other sleeve.
Oh, this one is that other sponsor is NetSpend. You familiar with NetSpend?
I have no clue, dude.
Yeah.
Got to be one of those cloud computing systems around here, huh?
Something like that. But the marketing for Austin FC was also pretty cool. They got a bunch of kind of local Yoshi, the chef from Otoko, and one of the big fly fishermen that's a howler and a Yeti ambassador, Alvin Dedero. I want to say his name. I'm pretty sure. I think I have that right. One of the Fort Lonesome chicks, Aaron Levine, the Franklin's guy. Not Aaron Levine.
Aaron Franklin?
What's his name? Is it Aaron Franklin?
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Levine is the Club Monaco guy.
Adam Levine, too. He was in there.
There's also Adam Levine.
He was part of the branding.
Man, hopefully I didn't just botch like all 5 of those names. I've had 3 sips of this Beaujolais, and I can't say names anymore. All right, well we're gone off the Nouveau, and my computer's about to die. And you know what? We forgot our Sunday Scaries jazz.
Hit it.
Our jazz to while we sipped our French wine. So,
cheers, everyone.
Yeah, cheers, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Thanksgiving side?
The side?
Yeah, what side? What's your favorite side?
My mom does a green bean casserole.
With the canned green beans or with real green beans?
With real green beans.
Okay.
And she also does a corn souffle that is...
My green bean casserole, all-time classic.
Yeah.
But we always have had it the very 50s traditional way with the canned green beans. This year, we're upgrading to fresh green beans.
Beautiful.
So
it's going to change your life. You do artichokes in there?
No, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
You might have to send me a recipe.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this. Not sure about the schedule for next week, but if we don't see you before Thursday, then enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your holiday. Be safe out there. And we'll be back.
We'll be back.
to the club.